What is your favorite Archonte? But above all, leave me in the comments if they'll take the skin out of a particular Archon by which you'd be willing to sell a. If friends, I know you're about to do that because he's coming. But quite apart from that, we have important news about the skin of an Archonte. So leave a good like, a good net ultimately, subscribe, leave a good comment. Thank you for enjoying and watching the video and the channel. Thank you for everything. You know, it doesn't cost you anything. It's totally free. It's the moment you give her like, subscribe to bell and make this video be recommend and exploit and be very, very, very much more recognized for. Thank you from the entire channel team, and let's see what we're going to do. For the right of flashlights and how you will reach your peak Genshin impact through 5.2 and 5.3. Well, by dates, I think you all know that. If you didn't know, then do it. Basically, Mavuika is going to fall on January 1st. That is. The 5.2 is going to be during all half of November and beginning of December, and the 5.3 is going to start specifically on 1 January, where in theory will come the banner of Mavuika Date. Also, in topic of dates, the Rite of the Lanterns, you know that the Chinese New Year starts in February, and each version of Genshin lasts a month and a half, lasts 6 weeks specifically because the banners last 3, and there are 2 banners with what is supposed, and I understand that the first 3 weeks of January until that third quarter of the month is going to be the banner of Mavuika, and then the last week of January, and the first 2 weeks of February will specifically cover a thematic banner. I understand that Liyue, because comes the Rite of Liyue's flashlights. That's the first thing, and in the 5.30 that will do the Rite of Lanterns. The second, and this is a condensed summary of news that there are of the way, roadmap and everything else. What I'm going to do for 30 seconds is that I think everyone, you know, basically that Genshin has had a very high peak. I think the tallest that has returned to have in its history in NATLAN. Then in 5.1, Archonte's mission has been spectacular, and Chironera has been spectacular, but the region and the version specifically in 5.1 looked somewhat empty. Then the 5.2 will come with new zone with Chaska Assi. New character with Ororan as a new character. Ita is talking about there as a banner of Liyue programming. I think I told you in other videos, but without going any further and giving, a lot of turn will come either on the 5.2 or on the 5.2 and 3 with the Rite of the Flashlights in the second half. Then the 5.3 is already going to be absolute peak because it is said that in the 5.3 Mavuika will arrive the Traveler Pyro, who I have made a couple of videos talking about the Traveler, and apart on 5.30 we'll have Archonte's last mission where not only, as I said before, Mavuika will arrive at the beginning of January, but also of the apotheosic end of NATLAN's main plot, which I think for everyone is being cinema and is being the Archonte mission and the most epic mission in general. That has never had Genshin impact. Also, with the contribution of a captain who is, I know a lot of you have Hyper Captain as soon as there's news of news. Captain, we're going to bring them in. Which is around here and basically Genshin's absolute pick in descent. Let's say, because a lot of people when there's no content because mini at 5.1, and it's already starting. The 5.2 loop with new zone, 5.3 with new zone, Traveler Pyro, and the whole story. Well, here comes the point. Let us remember important things also that always happen in Genshin is that in point 3 and point 6 always comes a new set of artifacts and view. Specifically, this time in point 3 comes all this that I just mentioned to you along with the Rite of the Flashlights, along with Mavuika, along with the end of NATLA's plot in it. The last mission, along with a new set of artifacts rumored to have perhaps Mavuika. You can bring a new set or maybe it leads to the old ones and the new sets are 4. And in addition to these cyclical repetitions that always occur in Genshin, it has also occurred constantly that in the Rite of Lanterns have come. Let's remember that the Rite of the initial flashlight did not come any skin, obviously. 1.3 for the nostalgic and ancients who will say, I remember, I played it. Which was Xiao, Puyo, and King and K. In the first rerun of the Rite of Lanterns arrived the skins of Kiching, and Ningguan will be around very nice, and so on. And remember that in the last Rite of the flashlights, which I think even many found spectacular and that he fulfilled quite a lot, for the first time not only did a 5-star skin and a 4-star skin arrive, came a free skin of a 4 stars of Xingqiu dressed in Furina, which many people told her, Furino, but came 2 5-star skins that are the skin of Ganyu and the skin of Shenhe that are fought. You'll be watching on screen and you'll say beautiful. I think so too, though Shenhe, I'm a new character in icing. Please don't dump the video on me for liquefying Shenhe, character who hasn't come to Genshin for almost 600 days. Zumeru hasn't come all over Fontaine and Shenhe. Who knows? I'm not the ugly one, because it's said that in this 5th, apart from everything I've ever done to you, Zaid above, the artifacts, the mission of Arconte, Mavuika, the Rite of the Lanterns, will come. And apart, it's possible that this regional banner from Liyue, if it doesn't definitely come. The 5.2 will come in 5.3, that is to say that there will be a regional banner of Liyue apart, with which the 5.3 seems to be the most packed version of content that Genshin Impact has ever had. Well, as you have come for the title and for all that we were saying, it is said that in this 5.3 is possible that the 2 skins of Liyue characters we have for seniority, for hype, for request of the community, and I think that because it is already playing and because it seems that they are preparing literally a movie for 5.30. No, I'm not talking about Genshin's movie. I'm speaking metaphorically. Is a skin of Chi-Chi? Yes, friends of Chi-Chi. After 4 stars is said to be the most. You know that the 4 stars give us free and don't. No, it's not Xiangling. That is Xiangling, 5 stars, and above Xiangling had skin. It is said that what they are, developing in Hoyo versus a Changjian skin, but who knows if they surprise us with a skin? Xiangling? I don't think so. This way, editors will put a Xiangling fanart so that it stays very epic. And what is said is that they are definitely developing a Zhongli Skin. It is said that there are 2 main alternatives. One is the Zhongli Arconte mode that we all remember. Who is the one with the statue? Who wears a hood in a white suit that looks spectacular and that I think more than one and more would ever play Zhongli a lot more just for this skin. And remember that they are generating the need to play Zhongli. Remembering that in the Abyss and in the theater are right now coinciding an Abyss and a theater where there are literally 2. Encourage the Geo with Shalona that is on the banner, and because the main Navia are also very happy, and so on. But for all the ancients, it is noticeable that they are bringing Zhongli's new need. Finally, with this point also of Zhongli Skin, the second version is, it is said that they are developing a second version of the skin that could be very close to what was seen in the cinematic of the previous Rite of Lanterns, where Madame Ping was also seen in Doll. The first time stood the preserver that maybe the editors have it around here, or else, if not, I'll pass it on to them and they'll put it around here. It's a kinematic game with that, which is not League or anything. And now it's to end up remembering that in 5.2 the latest news. From the banner that besides Chaska came Novilet, it is said that next to them comes Lin Nei, and the last character might be Zhongli, but this is not yet fully confirmed until we know. Or let's see the live stream and maybe, and just maybe, we just close the puzzle and confirm things. If on 5.2 instead of coming Zhongli comes Venti, since on 5.2 there's supposed to be something related to Spina Dragon who is Mondstadt. And it would be nice if at least one character from Mondstadt as his Venti came back, and that in each version there is always a Raron of an Archon, and that Zhongli would be kept for 5.3, and all this would end up being confirmed, and would go from theory 2. If we already have confirmation that Zhongli comes on 5.30, why? So, from 1 to 10, how much? Because maybe for the first time Hoyoverse will bring us a skin from an Archon, and that 5.30, bring all this. Remember to save and make it absolute cinema. Let it be gothy and let it be peak. From Genshin Impact, leave a good like, a good alternate, subscribe, leave a good comment for them to say thank you for enjoying and watching video and channel. Remember to leave like, subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. It's totally free for you, so thank you for all that love and support, and thank you for giving like now that you forgot. And as I said a little more, you take great care, have a very good day. I'm not Mini Binnies. Welcome to invite you to direct Link below in the description and Khan too.